Hi guys, Jean here, and I'm here to bring you another video. This video is late, but it's better late than never. Am I right? Am I right? Now, I decided a while back, a real while back, I asked you guys to give me some questions and I would answer them for you, and you guys did, so I figured, why don't I answer them now? So first off, I want to thank you guys, everybody that asked questions, because you guys asked some really good questions. So I guess I'll just start off with the first question from Mudan TV. Worst anime boy that you hate but still love at the same time? I would pick Haru from Excel World. And I would pick him because as a character, I loved him. He's sweet. He's like just my type, you know, just my archetype when it comes down the husbando alley. But just like his character design just kind of like threw me off, especially because he was just like completely different from everybody else, which was like the concept of the show. I get it, but it's just like I couldn't really like feel for him for that reason. So it's like, I love you, but I hate looking at you, and it was kind of a situation like that. And that was a really good question. I really liked that question. Thank you for asking that. Alright, next question from Raphael is, what are your thoughts on AniTubers, like the direction their videos and content are headed in general? All I have to say about like anybody that does YouTube, you have my respect because it is work. It's not as easy as people make it out to be, which is why, like, you know, I haven't really been around that much, you know. Because it's hard. It's really hard to maintain, especially just as a hobby. I feel like what they're doing is they're trying to keep up with the new algorithm. At the same time, they're trying to let out their, you know, their creative selves. So I give them a lot of respect. Next question from Mike the Anime Runner. What are your other hobbies other than anime? How has your taste in shows changed over the years? Where do you see yourself taking this channel from here? What are my other hobbies? I like to hike. I like to play guitar. I like to exercise. I like to watch K-dramas as well as anime. And I like to read manga. My taste in anime has changed slightly over the years, where I've started to have a little bit of like a nostalgia kick lately, and I've been watching older anime, like the classic anime, which like before was really hard for me to get into, but now I started to watch that and get into the nostalgic roots, a little bit of classic anime, which is turned out to be most delightful so far. And where do I see myself taking my channel? I just want to do what I like to do, which is like be creative and talk about anime, because I feel like I really don't have many people to talk about anime with. So I really just like doing this as my creative outlet, and I hope to just do whatever I enjoy and hope that like somebody out there likes that as well. I do want to try different things, but I guess, you know, you guys will see that as time goes on. Next question. What are the positives and negatives about living in New York? From Nick Soriano. Positives and negatives. I guess... Okay, so I've lived in New York almost all of my life. I've lived in Georgia for 1 year out of my life, so I don't think that even counts because I was 4. So I've basically was born and raised in New York, and I feel like comparatively to most of the areas in the United States, it is one of the most expensive places to live. I remember when I went to Utah, lettuce was half the price there that it was in New York, and that just blew my mind. And it's not even just that, it's just like housing. It's a lot more expensive here, and definitely mannerism is one thing for sure, because every time I vacation elsewhere, like when I went to North Carolina, people are just like say hi to you, and like, you know, they saw I was trying to take a picture one time and they offered to take the picture for me instead of like, up in New York, like, people will come up to you and ask you if you'll take a picture for them. Like, people don't go out of their way to offer that for you. And me and my husband just noticed how nice everybody is, like, a little bit more so than the United States. I don't know if it's just, like, it could be the Northeast area. I don't know if it's not, like, just New York or cities, but it's definitely mannerism, and especially when it comes to driving. You know, you got a lot of, like, people that road rage real bad. So there's my negatives about New York. The positives is the fact that I feel like you get everything in New York where it comes to, you get like all 4 seasons. We get the foliage in autumn, we get the winter, we get the spring, we get the summer. I live in upstate New York, but I'm still in the area where you can commute to the mountains, or you can commute to the city, or you can commute to the ocean. It's like, you know, you have somewhere that you can go demographically in New York no matter where you go. There's a lot of positives about living in New York, but there are negatives. And I thought that was a really good question because, you know, most people when they hear you're from New York just automatically assume like you're from New York City, where New York City is like the size of my pinky compared to like both of my hands. So it's like, you know, New York is a big state. So that was a good question. Thank you for asking. Next question from Phantom Lord. Did you and your husband ever figure out what hentai you were gonna watch together? And if so, what was it? Oh my god. Okay, so I did talk about a while back wanting to try a hentai for the first time. And I did, and it was like the only one that I've seen so far. And I will definitely tell you about it in a future video, because there's more to come when it comes to that. Next question from Rogue Snowball. How's life been since Pataku? Really missed your derpy self. That me, Derpy Jean. Yes, I definitely missed being here too. Life's been dull. Life's been dull because I realized that I need this in my life, because this is my creative output. This is what I do. This is how I feel happy, so I need to do it. So life has felt dull, but it's been going. I guess sometimes how you have to look at it is, as long as everybody's healthy, life is really good. Life's dull, but I guess you live life trying to paint that picture that you're looking to do. I don't want to get really deep and philosophical right now, so let's move on. Next question from Shizu. With all your recent content surrounding cosmetics and your love of anime, do you think the two will fuse into cosplay? Who knows? I guess we could see what happens down the road. How about first I get really good with the makeup first, and then we'll see what happens. I'm not saying it's not a possibility, but I'm not saying it's happening either. So we'll leave that out open in the air for now. This is one of the last questions that I'll share with you guys from Song Wei. And it reads, if you could choose 3 anime to cross over, which one would you choose and what would the plot be? Mind blown of all the possibilities that I could think of when I first read this question. I really thought about it for such a long time. So it would consist of the 3 anime of Nagi no Asakara, Excel World, and Welcome to the NHK. Whoa, like 3 totally different types of anime, right? I know. Wait, there's more. Now, I think the main thing I would take from Nagi no Asakara alone is probably like the art, the animation, like the theme, the setting, and like the musical components. I just love everything visually about Nagi no Asakara, and I loved the music in Nagi no Asakara, so like that would, I think, just like blow people's minds away, just seeing that, with like the timeline of being within like yourself in cyberspace, but they have hentai games there. Like, just think about it, being able to just like log in and try to play your hentai game whenever you want in the beautiful world of Nagi no Asakara. With time freeze too? Guys! Could you make time freeze? Plot twists are opening up everywhere. And with that, that would be the end of the video here, because that's just about all the questions that I had for today. I do want to thank you guys again for asking those questions. I will definitely do it again. We can have more fun sessions like this. If you guys enjoyed this video, please let me know, leave a comment down below, and you can push that thumb button to like my video. You can definitely like hit that bell, which is like shaped kind of like this. We're gonna pretend that's a bell. If you could hit that bell, you'll see more videos that I will be coming out with. Like I said, talking about what hentai I watch recently. What? And then I have something else in store, but I don't want to spoil it for now. So you guys will just have to click that notification bell so you can see what's going on. Until then, I guess I'll see you guys next time.